become popular, and how you can kickstart the Python. So I'll be telling about even the Anaconda, which will be the tool for learning the Python. So let me start with the agenda first now. What is that Python is all about? There are so many questions in our mind. And let me answer that: is this a scripting language, or is this a programming language, or is it a object-oriented programming language, or is it object-oriented scripting language? Now I'm asking, like, because we generally divide the languages into four different parts. We have some languages we say they are the programming language, and we have some languages we say they are scripting languages. But now I'm talking about not just scripting language, not just programming language, not even just object-oriented programming language. I'm talking or discussing about the language which is object-oriented scripting language. Now Python is that language, which is object-oriented scripting language. Now when you say object-oriented scripting language, there is a one question to our mind: what is that object-oriented scripting language means here? Let me do, this is a language where a lot of things are predefined. So what is predefined means here? Here, the objects are already there. Means in the Python case, everything is an object. Means your data types, your data structure, your functions, your classes, method, whatever you are going to use, even the models. And as well as the class itself is an object in the Python. And with the help of this object, you can write the script now. Now, why such language has come now? Already there are so many languages are there. We have a Java, we have C++ and all. So what is the purpose behind starting this language like Python? So the main purpose is like to make the thing easy. Everybody should able to write a script, whether you are a network engineer, whether you are a tester, or you are the database engineer, anybody, even you are not from the IT, should be able to write a program. And that is the main purpose of this language, and making more human centric. It's like any developer, any human who can understand English language should be able to write the Python script now. So you do not require to be too technical to understand the Python. So let me tell you guys, those guys who are having the phobia of learning the programming language, don't worry. This is not a language which is like a Java or C++. That is a programming language. You are learning the language which is very, very, very easy. It's very, very, very straightforward. You just write one line and get execution done. So it's a language which is interpreted language. Now, why is it interpreted? Because there is a line by line execution. You write one line, you get immediate response. Now, this is one of the reasons why most of the company, they are preferring to go for the Python language, because you can use for any kind of operation. If you are from mechanical domain, you can use a Python for in the mechanical industry also. If you are in the civil engineer domain, there also you can use a Python. Why? Because Python is for automation. You can automate any stuff. Whatever thing you want to automate, you can do with the help of Python now. Now, what is automation means here? When you say automation, means whatever the job you do it manually, that job you can do it using the programming or using the scripting language. And the programming will do that job on behalf of you. And that is what automation. So like for example, in the case of shell scripting, what you do is you are having a scheduling of certain job. Similarly, in the Python, you can schedule certain job. That is also possible. In the shell scripting, you have one command called cp command that you must have heard several times. There's a cp command. Here you just write a one statement, that's command, that is a copy file, source path and destination path. But do you know, in the programming language, for that you are writing the 10-15 lines of code here. This is the one difference with the programming and scripting. In programming, you are writing, let's say, 10-15 lines of code, and in the scripting, you just write one line or one command, you can say. So programming or the scripting languages, they are like a command only. You're writing the command and the execution is done internally. How this language is written? This language is written using C programming. So the base of this language is a C program. But we do not require to worry about now memory allocation or deallocation, because all this thing is already handled internally. Now this is what the Python is all about. Let me tell you some of the points which are there in the language, like what in the definition of Python, that this is a general purpose language. Now, what is a general purpose language means? Because sometimes we need to decide, where to select the language. Like for example, there's a confusion between the data science. Some even the faculty or the scientists, they say like we should use a R language for the data science, and someone say like we should use a Python for the data science, machine learning, those kind of application. Now, how do you choose the language then if we have a similar kind of a feature available in another language? But let me do now, when you talk about the R language, R language is only created, or it's a scripting language only for data science or statistic related application. In the Python case, you can do that part as a one of the thing. Means you have a data science part, and we have one of the largest library available or rich setup library for data science itself. But along with that, you have so many other features, like you can do the web programming, you can do testing also, you can do any kind of automation. So that's why this language is for anything you want to do it, any task you want to perform. So that is what we call general purpose language. So the general purpose is like there are many other languages also there, which we call as a general purpose language. For example, you have a Java, we have a C sharp. They all also comes under the general purpose. But the another purpose language we call domain specific language. That is like you have SQL, we have you can say HTML. There are specific purpose. The purpose of SQL is to go for the database scripting, right? SQL scripting. If you go for HTML, it's for web scripting. So the purpose is clear in the domain specific language. But in the general purpose language, you can do any task. So whatever the task you want to achieve, you can do that with the help of Python also. Now there are numerous examples like where Python is used. For example, Google search engine. Most of you guys, I can say everyone here in the who are in the IT or non-IT, they are using the Google search engine. But do you know how this search engine is developed? One of the most demanding language, again, like Python is a language which is a base for the Google search engine. Obviously, there are many more packages which are in the Python. They are also used for developing, but then the base for the Google is Python again. There are many companies, like even in the case of a New York Stock Exchange, they are having the financial transaction application development. There also the Python is used. Even in the NASA, there are a lot of infrastructure development is done using the Python and Python related library only. The another thing is, like I just say, like the differences. Let us understand the differences between the domain specific and the general purpose language. Whenever somebody asks like, if there's a R language, let us understand that's a domain specific language. If it is a SQL, again domain specific. But when you talk about Java, Go language, Python, they comes under the general purpose language only. Now, there are two types here. One is compiler based and one is interpreter based. Now, this is a language which is come under the category of interpreted language, where the thing can be done quickly, like you just write one line and you can execute it. So there is a line by line execution happen when you talk about interpreted language. So Python version like 3.0 or whatever you are using right now, 3.8 right now, that is the one which is the latest version in the Python, and it's an interpreter itself. It's an interpreter. So so that way you can simply interact, and that's why it's called the interactive language also. You simply talk, you can talk to the interpreter, you can say. And it's a very interesting language because when you are interacting, you feel, oh, there is someone to respond also. Just imagine there is a one language where you are waiting for the response, and there is a one language which is giving you immediate response. Now this is that language where you get the immediate response. So you do not require to wait. Like for example, in the C, C++ and Java, you have to compile and then you get the output, right? You may require to write almost 5 to 6 lines or 10 lines of code. You compile and then you execute. So your response is not that immediate as compared to the language which is the interactive language or interpreted language like Python here. So these are the things which are very, very attractive things in the Python case. And this is another powerful feature I already said, that is, it is object-oriented scripting language. Now let us understand, when you say object-oriented scripting language, and it means we need to understand the class, we need to understand the object here. Those who already learned the language like C++ and Java, they know what is class and then what is object here. But now in the other case, like language like a Java and in the C++, what happened? There you write a class and then the execution happen. Can you guys mute? Right. But here the classes are already defined. You have a template already available. You have blueprint available now. You simply using that template, means like when you say template means here, when you say class is like where you are defining your data types. We also call user defined data type here. So here you can decide what method should be there, what data should be there, and you can encapsulate together. We say it is a class. Now they are already defined in the Python case. So you will not require to write class for each and everything. Like in the case of Java, whatever the program you do, mostly you write a class there and you create an object there. But here, these classes are already predefined and you simply need to use it. And that's why it's so very easy. And there's a lot of result feature in the Python from the beginning itself. And that's why, see, when the things are easy, what happens? You like to do, the things quickly and you like to develop the application quickly here. Now, as it is a high level language, it's like a natural language, like, it's just like a English. So again, the things becoming more easy here now. This is one sample, demonstration, like, or the sample code, I will say. Here, there is a Java language code and here there is a Python language code. Now you are writing here just a single line and here you are writing at least 6 to 7 lines of code. And this is the kind of syntax what you generally do in the object-oriented programming. And this is a language like Python. It is an object-oriented scripting now. Now this line, what you're writing, one line itself is a command, and internally there's a program that is something which is invisible to us. So in the case of Python, what you see is an abstract thing. You don't see what is there in the detail. And that's what the language Python is. So I hope you understood what Python is now. So Python is a general purpose, interpreted, interactive, object-oriented scripting language. Is this clear to all of you guys? You can raise the hand in the, you can, write in the comment if anything is there. Okay. So in between, definitely I will take the question also. The next thing is about the installation. If you just want to learn the Python, quickly start. So this is a one setup like python.org. From there you can download, you can start learning the Python. That is one of the option, but then if you like to go for the Python and Python related library, like you would like to go, you would like to make the career in the artificial intelligence, you would like to make the career in data science, you would like to become data analyst, and you would like to explore more about Python and various other library, then you can choose the, Anaconda as a distribution. Anaconda is one of the powerful and freely available distribution for all the guys in the working in the corporate as well as for the students. You can download this Anaconda platform where you can, start using this and you can write a quick Python script and get the output immediately. So let me show you some demonstration about the Python so that you'll get more feeling about like, how the Python is, how does it look like, and everything will be clear to you. Okay, this is one question, and it's a very interesting question that will the Python will help in the field of cloud computing? The answer is yes. It is for all the field. Let me tell you, like most of the infrastructure development is done using the Python related library only. Even for connecting to the AWS, for connecting to the network infrastructure, the Ansible, the DevOps, every field you will see the Python is having library, or you can say the models. So it's a very, very powerful and very, very useful language in that case. You can ask me like any field, I can tell you like how Python can be used. It's all because I've been working on the Python and I have worked on almost 100 plus Python models for the different domain, different requirement. And let me look for every domain. There is a solution available now. Okay. Now there is a site anaconda.com products. Okay. Somebody already share. So from there also you can get it. And this is something, the link from where you can download this Anaconda. And once you download, you will get the, obviously you have to install it. I think you can see my screen now where I'm showing this Anaconda Navigator. And from here, you have to launch this Jupyter Notebook. Once you launch the Jupyter Notebook, you will get this screen. That is like, obviously here you'll get it, and you have to go for the new things here, new and Python 3. Okay, so from here you will get the Python 3 Jupyter. I think I was unmuted in between. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. I just actually started from the Jupyter Notebook. Now here you are going to see how the Python works now. Now this notebook, you can simply type the commands like print, how you write in other programming language. And you can say, welcome to Python webinar. I'm just executing this now. So it's so simple. You can say hello word is like just, you can say hello, how are you, whatever you want to say. You can interact and see the response of this interpreter now is immediate. And that's why it's so easy to learn now. You type and you just execute and you get the output here. So this is what the way the Jupyter Notebook is. Here I can write, thousands of lines of script. I can write in a one cell, or I can write in a multiple cells. So that way this becomes very easy for me to write a notes also. I can write like, the notes here, like I will just write a note here. I'm going to say here, what is Python? And I can write in the notes like Python is object oriented high level interpreted. So if this is something a way I can make my notes, right? And here I can just, or someone is saying that you're not, am I audible or not? Okay, I think the other guys are able to. Please check your audio system at your end. Okay, so now let us understand this. Like in the case of Python, you can just learn it by typing certain command. I want you guys, even after this my webinar, in case you are not on the right now machine, maybe after the webinar, you just try this, this Jupyter Notebook, and you will see like it's very easy to learn Python. And you will not have that kind of fear in your mind, okay, is this language is difficult or easy, or that won't be there once you start it. It's like, starting the vehicle here. You just start and say print hello and then get the response. Not only that, let's say you want to, type some numerical operation. Let's say you want to perform the additions, you can perform the multiplications. This all thing can be done quickly here. So your interpreter will act like a calculator here. You simply need to, just type something like, let's say you want to do some other arithmetic operation. Like for example, you want to make it division now. You simply put the division and it is done. And see how quickly the interpreter is responding to us. Okay, I hope you are finding it's easy to understand that how the Python is functioning. And this is Jupyter Notebook, by which I'll be telling you like why it is called object-oriented high-level scripting language. So here I'm showing you like some of the feature here. Let's take data as any variable. You can have any variable. Now I will ask, my interpreter, means Python interpreter, tell me what is this type of data it is. And let me leave Python interpreter is going to respond to you. My data, I have just given the, value like 343 here. And I'm asking interpreter, tell me what is the type it is. And interpreter say it is an integer type. So this is what we call dynamic typing. Now in the Python case, the language is having the dynamism. You just change the value, see the response. So right now, when I given the numeric value, the response is it's an integer type. Changing the type as a decimal type, the response is a float type. So in case of language like Java, C++, you first define the data types and you come to know that this is the integer. So you have to tell there in that language that this is the integer, this is float, this is string. First you define it and then use it. But in the scripting language like Python, as well as there are other scripting languages also like Ruby also, you simply tell the value to the variables and interpreter understand it automatically. Okay, so this is something the way you have to understand how interpreter behavior, how interpreter is behaving, and we can just talk to the interpreter. Just now I'm going to ask like something more to the interpreter. I'll say I'm just writing the hello and asking what is the type it is, and you can see the interpreter is saying this is a string type now. So you just now again like you have some other value. It could be any variable. Okay, not necessarily that data should be written. Okay, you can write any variable. You can say var also and say here 5 plus 10j and ask what type it is. Just ask it and see what it says. It says it's a complex type of data. So, but then how this data is now, they are all object. Now, whatever I mentioned here, data equal to 343, 232. Here in this case, data is an object. And that this object is of that type. Like here, this becomes the float type, here it becomes a string type, and here it is a complex type now. To understand more, you can also explore this data. You can just find out the attributes of this. Like you can just say dir of var. Now, when you say dir is just like a listing the attribute. Attribute means whichever the things are defined inside the class, the data, or we can say what are the methods are there. All that attributes can be listed when you just say dir of that particular object now. So there is one question, can we use the output of interpreter in the next calculation? Why not? Definitely we are using it. Yes, definitely. And this is like, again, can be saved as a program also. And there are a lot of things can be done. And we'll be doing that. We can also print all this thing. So now I'm just commenting this section now. And yes, definitely you can use that in a, because this Jupyter notebook, even in the notebook cell, whatever you type in the previous command, that can be used input to the other command, other cell. So yes, it is possible. So that anyhow, I'll be showing you the demonstration to you so that the things will be clear to you. Now, let me show this var. Var is an object now because you just given the value and this object is of the type complex. And I would like to know more about var now. So I can just say the help of var also. And I can find about what this var is here. So now whatever I said, you can see now. I say that var is a object, right? And I also say this is because the value is like a 5 plus 10j, means it is including the real value and imaginary value, right? So this is like having the combination of 5 plus 10j. 10j is imaginary, right? And the 5 is a real value. How do you know that? You can see the attribute also. You can see there are two attributes already available in the end. That is imaginary value is the imaginary part of the complex number and the real is the real part of the complex number. And this is only for the complex number, not for the other type like for the string and all. For string, you'll have some different attribute. And we also have method like conjugate method. Now I'll be using this method to demonstrate the complex number also. So I'll just comment this section by hash here. And I'll show like, how I can use it. So if I want to print this var, I can print var here now. And now I'll be showing you the method and the attribute here. So print var dot, I want to say real value, get the real value. Similarly, I can print imaginary value also. And this way I can get imaginary value. I can also print some other methods. Like I have a conjugate method and I can call by method by opening and closing bracket. So yes, whatever the command, whatever the data you want to access, because it is object oriented, you simply need to call it. Just call it and it works. Now this is the way this particular data I can access by using the object. Now you change the data, you will have a different kind of attribute now. Now what I will do, I will just do the changes now. I will say welcome Welcome to GKTCS Innovation Python Lab. Now this is a string. Now this string, I just change the value here for the var. Now you will see the type will be changing, dir will change, all these things will change now. So I'll just comment this section, which is actually real and imaginary, and this conjugate, because this is not a part of the string right now, and you'll come to know soon. So let me type this command and see the how does it work. So you can see now the type is not getting printed, so I have to just say print here and see the type also will be printed now. I also need to print here also because I'm writing the more than one command, so I have to use a print here. Now you can see here class is of the string type because we are given the string. So by default, var has become of the object of string type. Now my attribute also got changed. When I say print dir of var, you can see there are various methods which are associated to the string only. All these methods are connected to string only. Now I do not require to write a program for this actually. These are already predefined. I simply to call it. So how to call? Simply say print. Okay, I already have this, so I can write now here. So I have this now string now. I can just perform one of the string method. Maybe I can say uppercase. Okay, I have to uncomment this. Otherwise, it will not work. So this time I can call upper methods. Then I may have some other like, maybe capitalize. I can have another method as a. So there are many methods already in the string, and you can see the output here. And this is the way I can execute this now. So my same string, I got uppercase, I got, the other method capitalize, only one character uppercase, another one is a title. Every character first, in every word, first character is capital. So these are the various attributes, and I have called some of them, right? So string itself is a very, very powerful object in the Python, and it's one of the kind of immutable data structure also. So very powerful, and there are already built-in methods available in the Python like that. So this is the way you simply need to perform the action on your object here. And this is just what you saw is a data type. But there's a next thing what you will be learning in the today's workshop or webinar is a data structure also. So I'll be giving you a little bit insight about data structure also, that what data structure is in the Python now. But before we learn about data structure, before we go in a little bit more technical, let me tell you something more about Python here, because it's not just about about hands-on, or it's just not about the practical. There is something powerful thing to understand about Python. So I'm just going to share you something theory also, so that it's a mix-up. It's not just the theory, it's not just practical. We'll have the combination now. So we do have a lot of workshop in the Python, data science, machine learning, and this all things will definitely help you to understand the more about Python. And if you subscribe, guys, definitely you will also get the notification from us, like for this YouTube channel, that which whenever we are conducting some new workshop now. Now I could see there's a one question: what is dir? Let me tell you that dir is a command in the Python, which is to get the list of attributes. So this is a command to get the list, like in the Windows or DOS, you have dir command to get the list, right? Dir, and then you get the file list there. Here, this dir command is for getting the list of attribute. Attribute means that, like, your data and method inside the what are the class you have, so you can list it now. So that is what the dir means. I hope you got the answer, Prajakta. Okay, so it is just the command to get the list. Okay. Okay, so now let us go ahead for the next thing. And I think I have already started the hands-on session. But before we go ahead and again back to the hands-on, let me tell you more about Python here. Because this is very powerful language, guys. And let me tell you, this will become the mandatory language for everyone very soon. Everyone will be learning this language because there won't be any career without this now. Why I'm saying that there won't be any career without this? You'll be wondering why I'm saying this. The reason is there. Let me tell you now. Why? I'll give the answer for that why now. Although I am actually, into Python domain almost for my more than, can say, 15 years, but every time I see the Python, there is something new to learn. It's such a vast language. Let me know this language. This Python is came in the 1989, 1990. From that, from that year till now, if you see the kind of maturity the language has come, is a very, very, powerful here now. Now, why? Because it's open source and available to, it's a language which is freely available to everyone, right? So that's why also this language is popular. So let me tell you in a step-by-step manner, like, why? Why this Python? Why is so popular? Why actually everyone is, asking for you to learn this language? So I'm going to tell you the reason for it, and not only in terms of the future of the Python, but also the why company is looking for. It's not about you actually, it is about the corporate. The company is looking for the Python developer. Company is looking for data scientists. Company is looking for artificial intelligence resources, the AI resources. They're looking for the resources who can work on the big data analysis. Their resources, they're looking for the resources, work on the network automation, security automation. So there is a requirement, there's a demand here. Let me tell you, this demand is see, it is all about demand and supply. Now, why it is demanding? I'll tell you, like, one of the reason is that this is a language which is a very, very productive language, most productive language. Now, why it is so productive? What is the reason behind productive means? The reason is, like, when you say productive means, actually it is all about how fast you can execute the certain task. Now, when you are in the business as an entrepreneur or as a corporate or anything, everybody is looking for the quick solution now. We don't have much time. We are not worried about what language also. Let me do, language is always secondary when you are into business. So as a businessman, what actually you look for is a solution. You don't look for the, language also. You're not, even as a customer is looking for the solution. They are not interested in what language and what, how you are developing behind. So now we have to look for that language which can solve your problem quickly, and it is like, giving you solution quickly. It's not just like, okay, I'll be giving you solution after 1 year or after 10 years. There's no, nobody's interested, the solution after 2 years or 5 years. Nowadays nobody's interested. What the solution you are looking for is a quick solution. So when you're working the Python, any application you want to develop using the Python, and if you are expert in the Python, and like, or maybe other technology like Django, which is one of the one of the web framework, you'll be able to develop the application quickly. So that way it is a productive language, and it is having the dynamic typing, having the very big library. The library for everything, like for database connectivity, library for testing purpose, library for network automation, library for visualization of data. For everything, there's a library available, and one of the largest community. And here what you do is, with a few lines of code, you are able to execute many tasks now. Now this language is very easy to learn and use. So as compared to the language like Java and C++, if you find, this language is very easy to learn. It's not that difficult. It's like a natural language. Here there's a lot of things which is a dynamic typing and the short code, and with a few lines you're able to execute, and you're simply using the English statement, and you're simply writing the with a few lines you're able to execute more tasks now. So, and the code, whatever you will see in the Python case, is a readable also. Anybody can read your code and understand them that way. The language is mature. Why it is called mature? Because already it is there from past almost 31 years. Along with that, it has so much of documentation already available in the video tutorial, your online tutorial, blogs, and whatever you want. So the kind of library the Python provides is like you have a matplot library, you have a library for data visualization, you have a library for scientific engineering, for mathematics, and the library for the web scraping, library for array operations, or matrices operation, or for the web programming. So whatever you want to do, you have the library already available now. The next thing is the flexibility. The language is so flexible that the kind of career you want to set, now you have the choice here. Someone would like to become the tester. Let's see, and now as a website tester, you will require to have test automation skill. In Python, you have a library called Selenium library. Now that Selenium library will allow you to go for the test automation also. So like website testing can be done. We also have a network automation. Someone is interested in the networking and they would like to go for the network automation. We have the library available now. Someone would like to go for the game development. Again, library is available. So there is a flexibility for your career. So whatever the career you would like to pursue, there is an option available in the Python. Whether you like to become a web application developer or whether you like to become a GUI developer, there is a choice available now. Someone would like to work on the full stack development. There is an option called Django. It's one of the very, very powerful high-level web framework written in Python. This is one of the option which we are also using for our website development, for our product development. Django is such a powerful web framework. With the help of framework, even now the product which you are using in the social media, that Instagram is one of the powerful social media that is developed using the Django. So with the help of Python, Django, and data science library, you can see such a powerful products are already available in the market. Even the YouTube, what you are using right now, is developed using the Python. So this is all because the library is so powerful that we can develop the application which are scalable application, and you can have there's no limit in terms of number of lines of code. So, and with the, as you would like to grow, let's say you like to write the code for even 5 years, 10 years, and you like to add many more models, is that kind of a feature you can add it. And so it's a very modular also in our nature. Like, as a language is so modular, you just add the feature and you can, your application have more feature to be added. You also like to have, let's say, game development. Someone like to have fun with the Python. Yes, this is a language where you can have the fun also. Someone like to make the career in a big data. There is a library. There is a one of the big library in the PySpark. Is for the big data analysis. Very powerful library. Is also one of the powerful language like PySpark where you can do big data analysis. Okay, like a Spark, there's a PySpark, which is another powerful language, which is a combination of Spark and the Python. So it's like it looks like a Python, but what you see is a kind of a Spark command. Why is Spark? Just one line in the PySpark is equal to the 20 lines of Java. So that's why so far and very powerful for the big data analysis. The next thing is like you have a library. We already discussed like a library for data science like NumPy, library for machine learning like scikit-learn, library for again data analysis pandas. We have a library for artificial intelligence like neural network programming, TensorFlow. These all developed in the Python. There's a library called OpenCV for the image processing, the library for GUI programming. Again, for GUI, we have options available. tkinter, WX widget, Kiwi, PyQt, these are all GUI programming. There's a library for scraping, web scraping. Like web scraping, we have BS4, Scrappy, LXML, Request, Selenium, URL library. This kind of models are very powerful. And those who like to make a career in the web scraping, the other library for them. Those who like to make the career in the embedded system development, you have a library, and there's one of the powerful tool also available in the market that's called Raspberry Pi. So this is the way you can also connect to the hardware devices. You can communicate with the hardware devices using the Python library, and there's a combination of the C interface also. Because the library, let me know, this Python itself is written using the C language, and that's why it's very easy to communicate. It's very easy to communicate with the C also. So there's a C interfacing in the Python. So in summary about the Python and the why actually Python is so popular, the reason I'd say like it has a very powerful feature called dynamic typing, means you do not require to worry about defining the data types. You also have automatic garbage collection here, so you do not require to worry about the memory allocations and deallocation. That is all done automatically here. So that way there is a scalability also. Like you will see some cases like you will like to allocate more memory, in some cases less. So you don't know how to allocate memory as a manually. So there is a solution out in the Python. You don't require to worry for that. So that way you also have a data structure which is very powerful in the Python. When you say powerful data structure, means here it's something where you store data. Data structure is like you store the more than one value, right? Now you want to perform some data structure operation. Now here you don't require to write a programming. Like in the case of C, C++, I remember like when I was learning data structure, it was more about programming. It's good to learn programming. It's not like no, obviously it's a base. Let me like even the Python, learning the programming language is a base. But when you are developing the application, when you are thinking about the business application, your requirement is to give the solution. You provide the solution quickly, and in that case, you don't have much time to write a programming then. So in that case, definitely you need to select the language which can solve the problem quickly, and that's the language for that. So you have so many things which is built in, like data structure is built in, a powerful library available, as already said to you, and it has a very powerful web framework. So there are several frameworks available, and for every domain, there are certain frameworks are there, whether it is a networking related frameworks or testing related framework. So most of the domain, you will see there is a solution available now. And let me know, this is not I'm saying which is written in the theory. I have been giving the solution to the corporate. And I think I say like I had done a 600 plus corporate training in the Python, and every training I've been giving the some different solution, because every company is having some different requirement in the Python itself. So in the Python itself, you can imagine like there are different requirements. Like when I actually visited Cisco, they were asking for me network automation, the cloud infrastructure automation. So I have given them the training for cloud infrastructure automation using the Python. When I visited the IBM, they were having the requirement of their cloud infrastructure, as well as they were asking for me the testing part. They were saying, okay, can you provide us the testing part also in the Python? I said yes, why not, right? So let me tell you, this is something language which gives you the solution to most of the company. Now you have a freedom to choose the company. So for me right now, I could give the service to the 100 plus MNCs. Is all because every company is using Python some way. Some, like even the scientist people, like when I given the tenure to NASA and the ISRO people, ISRO scientists, there I was almost for almost 7 to 8 days. And ISRO guys, the scientists, they were actually having the satellite image processing, and they were doing in the C++ language previously. They found like Python is such a wonderful that they started using the afterwards the Python OpenCV library. Like OpenCV is one of the powerful library for image processing. Other than that, they were using the NumPy, Pandas, and the sklearn, those kind of library for for the machine learning. But image processing was one of the thing which these ISRO the scientist people, they were definitely using it, and they found it's such a wonderful library. And you guys also can explore for the image processing. So where there's a image processing, or you like to go for somewhere the deep learning or anything you want to do, like in the TensorFlow programming, where the future is, right? Your future is in artificial intelligence. And for artificial intelligence, which is that language which is the most compatible language? And you'll get the answer. That is Python. For artificial intelligence, the most compatible, most powerful language is Python. I mean, say Python is not just Python, then obviously Python related technology. Python, data science, machine learning, deep learning, artificial, there's a TensorFlow programming. So these are all part of the, this is like, the career part for you. So even we created the career part in our website. If you visit the Python PG course, what we did, we created a career path itself. We have created a 9 career path in our PG courses. In that PG courses, if you see that how you can build career in each 5 different domain, like we have a career path available. If you anybody can visit the PG course actually there, and you just check that how the career paths are there. So I'll be talking about the career path and how you can make it using that, that also I'll be showing you with practical. Okay, so something which I already say that the language is open source, so you are not paying any license fees, very easy to learn. And this has been found with the statistics that this is the language which is the most powerful, useful, and easy to learn language. It has been done in the year 2020, and as per the statistics, this is what you can see as a most wanted language, you can say. And that's why I say like Python is popular language. Now again, I'm coming back to the the practical part. Or before we again jump start the practical, if you have a question, if you have any question, please write in the chat so that I can answer it then. Write in the chat window, and I will try to answer your question also. Obviously, I'll be talking about the career part also. how you can set the career and all. But before we go ahead and talk about the career, you can simply write your question in the chat window. I will definitely answer it. Any question or any kind of right now till now, like about in terms of career, you can. We do have a lot of solutions. So let me even give the virtual. If you visit the site gktcs.in, what we decided to show you the this. Let me tell you, this site is developed in using the Python, Django, Angular, somewhere React.js, and various web technology like HTML5, CSS3, jQuery. And we are updating every day, and that's why a lot of changes are happening. If those who have seen this particular site, even the I can say a week before, they must have seen some different kind of UI, and now after 1 week, you are saying like some different kind of UI. It's because we are continuously working in terms of providing the maximum services using this site only. So what is that solution which you will see in this is we have a corporate solution is only specifically for the corporate. We have a solution for the institute. We have the solution for the, you can say, available for the postgraduate level, guys. So for everything we have a solution available now. So you can just visit, and I'm going to show you some demo there itself. I think I have, let me start this site. We can close it. So yes, so if you see like the solution, like and the even beside that, you will see some of the sample workshop. Here you can see there are sample workshops are there, like machine learning workshop or multi-threading, which is advanced things in the Python. Data science, you can just look at the sample workshop here. The Selenium parts are, and these all available on our YouTube channel also. You can get the access to the many more, and each one is having something more. Like even the event, most of you guys must have seen the event part. So there are other events also we have already scheduled. So these events are also scheduled now here. Now, as a career part, let me come to the this one PG courses now. If you click here, you'll also get the browser download. You can download the browser for the even the PG course here, and it includes the 9 career path. So which are those 9 career pathway available in the PG course? Why I'm saying career path here? Because everyone will have different interests now. Now, based on your interest, we have the career pathway available. Now, this career pathway include like the career in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Someone is interested in the AI and machine learning can select this career pathway, and you will come to know what all things you will require to learn to set the career in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Someone would like to go for data science and machine learning can click on this career pathway, DS and ML. And you can see the career in the data science and machine learning, what are skills you will require to build and what are the application you can develop using that career pathway. Someone would like to go for web application development, full stack development, Django, HTML5, CSS3, jQuery, React.js, and many more skills. Full stack development, very much in demand. Go for this career pathway. Let me know, like, it's your choice. Our product is developed using this full stack development only. This complete product, what you see right now, is developed using the full stack development. We are using the AIML also. We are using the DSML also. And this entire setup we are done as a product. You would like to be an entrepreneur, again, the career pathway start from the full stack development. Then you may want to go for the, to make your career more bright, you would like to go for artificial intelligence and machine learning. This is a career path where you can explore the various skills which are connected to the AI ML. Now, what you need to learn when you want to go for the career in the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So in the AIML, what you need to learn is the first thing is a Python, and that's a base for most of the career pathway also. The second thing is data science. Third, machine learning. Then artificial intelligence. You need to know the various application, deep learning, TensorFlow programming, Keras, another deep learning library, text analytics, recommendation system, reinforcement learning, and capstone project. Many of the corporate has already selected this career pathway, and we have this already the project available. We have a capstone project using this technology. Those who really want to make their career, and this is going to be a future, that AIML is the only future for all the corporate also. So this will become one of the most essential skill, like learning the Python is a base for that. So the career start from the Python. So Python is just the beginning to career. It is not the end for the career. Let me do. Python is just the beginning. It's just the entry to start your career. We have a solution like level 1 Python skill, what you need to learn, level 2 what you need to learn. So there's a lot of things when trying to learn from the website also. This portal will give the free access to the content. Here you get the content as a demo. You will get the video access. We are working on one of the powerful project, like we are working on the single window learning, which is not available anywhere as of now. And this project is still upcoming project. This project will allow you to learn the skill in a single window. Going to be very interactive. I'm just saying this is the beginning. You'll have a presentation, you'll have lab sessions, everything available here. It will be available here only. So you'll have everything in a one single window. You'll have ebooks, you'll be able to schedule the live session, you'll be able to get the assignment, you'll have the references, you'll have even the test available here. So this kind of things will be in our system. This will allow you to learn, and this is freely accessible. Let me look. What I am sharing right now, this is all visible to everyone. You can visit the site and get it. And not only that, single window learning will be open for all the courses. So very soon you are going to learn something new, like single window learning, very new concept in the world itself. I'm telling you, not only like GKTCS is always like we work as an innovative company, and as a company we are always working on something new and innovative product. So one of the product which is a product having the PG level courses and the capstone project, we do provide the premier services to the corporate. We provide the internship program, which is completely automated. Now most of you guys would like to go for the project work, go for this internship program. You can have the registration for the internship, free registration, open for everyone. Whoever would like to do the internship, here we have automated internship program. You can get the browser, you just click the free information, you'll have the access to this internship program itself. Okay. The question is does GKTCS offer 6 month certificate courses? Yes. We have the certificate for every course. We have 6 month, we have 1 year program, we have even every month we have some. So depending on the plan, you have the courses offerings available. 6 month as well as year program is also available. Not only that, we do provide the internship program, and this internship program is for all the guys who like to do project work, and also we actually hire the resources after the internship on our platform. So this is going to be like a career pathway for our company, as well as in case you like to switch to some other company with that internship program, it will be very easy to switch to any company then. So yes, we do have a various like an internship program. If you see, and if you try to explore this internship program, you'll come to know this is like the program where you can simply register here itself, and this will allow you to get the access to the internship dashboard. And in the internship dashboard, what you will observe that yeah, there is one question. Do you have the free Python course access? Is already there actually. If you register as a learner, you'll get the free Python course access, because right now we have given the free Python access to the this particular using the dashboard. Okay, so you visit the site, register as a learner. In the learner case, it is a free access, but you like to have special courses. For that, we have separate options available. Even the internship is free right now. Right now, this is kept open and free for at least for this pandemic time for 6 months. See, right now, these options are available only for 6 months to join as a free. After 6 months, I can't say anything, but right now, but I can tell you, like, 6 months, you don't require to worry. Our internship is free. You have a free access to the minimum, the workshop content also. And yes, because this, we want everyone to get the benefit here, keeping this 6 month free to access the various services. And you also can be a part of, because this is a community work we are doing right now, helping the people, helping the students. That's the main one of the, you can say, the goal of this GKTCS company itself. Yeah, you see, there is a question like, what are the expectations of the company? So we have a step by step process for that. Firstly, like, you will require to register for internship in case you like to go for internship, and then we hire the resources only through the internship. We don't hire the resources directly in our company. The reason is, in our case, we need a resources where you should have at least 6 to 7 skills like Python, data science, Django. Specifically Python, Django, data science, these three skills are very, very important. In our case, Django and the, I can say, full stack development here. So full stack development is something where we do the complete development part. So that's why I say these three skills are very important. Python is I can see the base for, or you can say, entry. So with the help of Python skill only, you can enter in our company. So internship is the only pathway to, get the job in GKTCS. And other resources also join, GKTCS with the help of internship only. And we do hire the fresher, but then through internship pathway. I hope it is clear to you guys. So do register on internship if you are in the final year, but not for the first year. Yeah, first year, second year guys, just for the practice, they can do the internship. But then hiring will be done only for the final year guys only, final year students guys only. So I hope it is clear to you guys, like, that what the career path. Okay, I already told the career pathway also, but still, like, if you are like, they are the career, our services go for PG courses, you will see the career pathway. This career pathway, whether you like to become DevOps engineer or anything, these options are available. Someone who like to make the career in design thinking, someone who like to make the career in the UI UX development, cloud computing, business analytics, big data analysis, DevOps engineer. So many options are there. So you get the options here now. So I hope you guys are clear with the career option now. Right? If you're okay with that, so I think I'm just trying to, okay, let me go to this slide. Okay, so meanwhile, let me again come back to the some hands-on part here. I know, like, it takes time, but data structure, just quickly, I'm giving you one of the powerful feature here. This data structure. Why data structure is so powerful in the Python? So I have a books data I want to create now. Let's say I have a books data, Python. So data structure is like a, what is data structure is like, you have more than one data in a sequence order, right? Or you may have some data which is in a, we call collection also data. So under data structure, we talk about collection. And one of the collection or mutable data structure which we have is a list now. So I'm just showing you, like, how does it work in the Python case. I would like to store the now data here, like Python, like a books data, Python, and let's say Perl and PHP. Previously, I was working on PHP. Nowadays, like, after the Python and Django, I have stopped, I can say, using the PHP framework also, because I found like Django is a more powerful framework than any other framework right now. Even there is a one more framework which is popular, but that is only for web application development. Someone is saying that one is in first year engineering students can. So yes, it is useful. You can actually register. It's freely available as of now. There's no problem for registering for the internship. Internship projects are there, but then mostly they are artificial AI based project only. So those who like to make the career in the GKTCS, they will require to build their skills and also do the internship project. So internship project is very, very important to get the entry then. Okay, so let me show you, like, there is a PySpark, yeah, our data science. And this is the way the books you have, let's say. Now I would like to do the various operation on that, like stack operation. I can append. I can say I'd like to add some new book here, maybe the machine learning book. I can simply append. I can also append some more and print it. I'll do in the same cell only so that it doesn't get duplicate. So append is like, you can anything I'm writing here. And now this data is push or append here now. Because it's a data structure list now, I can check it, what is there. And I can get all the books appended in the existing book now. So now this is like the data which is added in the books. I can also remove the data by the command like pop. They're all built in, and I can simply check how does it work. And you will see how the stack operation work. Like data is added last will be the first out. Okay, so understand, like this is the data structure we call list data structure. Now list is a mutable data structure, and you can ask the Python also what it is. It will say the, you just say print type, as we are writing the type command here to understand, just say books, and you understand that this is a list, which is one of the powerful data structure in the Python, mutable data structure. And you can get the detail also, like you can just dir of this particular list, now it is a books, and get the more about list, like what it includes. So it includes the various methods like append, pop, count, extend, and many more. And with the help of this, you can perform the various operation. Like I did some of the operation now. So I say list is like a stack now. Stack. List is like a stack now in this example. You can use a list like a queue also. How you can use it? You simply need to change the operation, like I will just use a 0 here, which is first index of my data. And let me tell you, like this particular list will work like a queue now. And you will see now list is like a queue. Get the result immediately. Now what happened in the queue case? Queue case, you are removing the first item, first in, first out. You can even print here in case you want to print the output here. You can see the output is already printed. The last one, last one should have been printed. Oh. Okay, you can just check it, how it is printed. So so this is like, way you can write a Python script, you can write a data structure programming, you can write a lot of things you can do actually. So this is just the beginning, or the, you can say the entry to the Python now. There's a lot of, like, you want to do programming, you can do the programming after learning data structure part. The next part will come as a control structure then. So I'll show one of the demo of control structure here. Now, generally, we talk about programming. For that, we have a control structure. Python is a language which is a indented language. Now, in case you want to write a programming in the Python, you have to be very careful. You cannot simply, copy paste the program from some other sources and execute here. It will be very difficult. Here, even you want to write a program like even the greatest of two number, you will require to write if, let's say I have a two number now, like first equal to 23. Okay, I'll do in the Pythonic way. First and second having some value like 23 and 34. I can simply write a program by using the if structure. Here in this case just two number. So if first greater than second, here there is an indentation. Print first is greater. And you can print the first now. Else again colon, print second is greater. Print the second now. So this way you can also save this program now. I'll just save this by using the anaconda command. Write file grade2.py. Saving this, and I can execute now by run command. This is the way I can execute the Python script. This I can do it anywhere. So you can have like this menu program in the using the control structure. I will load it. Some more program for your reference, like greatest of three number. Now in this case, I just wrote here greatest of three number. I'm taking the input now, and the code is very much indent. You can see the indentation here. We have to be very careful while writing the script. Asking the first number, let's say 35, 67, 76. Now this is the way the program execute, like whether which is the greatest number of three. So you have to have if, elif, and the else structure also. You can have multiple elif here now. So this was all about to tell you like, what the Python is and how you can execute the Python script and all. Although there's a lot of things to share, but I think it will take a lot of time for you guys to understand. So here I just wanted to, give the quick overview of what Python is and why Python and how you can use a Python. Now here